Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, Max here with another great business to discuss on this episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. Today's guest is Oleg, and he's selling his advertising, affiliate and Amazon associate business on the Empire Flippers marketplace. So welcome to the show, Oleg, and how are you doing today?
Hi Max, thanks for having me. I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing really good, thank you. Looking forward to talking about more of your business. But before we dive in, let's go over a brief summary of the business. It's an advertising, affiliate and Amazon associate site in the pet care niche, created in May 2016. The average monthly revenue for the business is $26,584 and makes an average of $26,506 per month in net profit. For everyone listening, you can visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing 46740 to learn more about the business. Or you can unlock this listing to start your due diligence if interested in purchasing this asset. Included in the sale is a domain and site contents files, an additional domain used as a 301 redirect, an email list to 2,120 subscribers, Facebook and Twitter social media accounts, SOPs, list of sites that accepted guest posts, affiliate account contacts for increased commission rates, and the valuation for this business is based on Amazon Associates' new commission structure. So now that I've given a general overview of the business, can you tell us a little about your background in building or running online businesses?
Sure. I'm in the digital marketing business for maybe 10 years plus something. I started doing e-commerce websites, then I had some SEO websites with huge amount of pages driving traffic from Google Images. And after that, I started this website as a new venture of mine back in May 2016. And that's it.
And how did you come up to start the idea of this business?
I was trying to create something sustainable and really long term. And I tired of Google banning my websites and decreasing traffic and wanted to do something really high quality. And this is how this idea was born.
Why did you choose this niche? Was it something that you were interested in?
I had some kind of personal criteria when I was choosing the niche. Few of them was the one probably niche should be evergreen. The second criteria was it should be really passion for most of the people. And I think this niche certainly is. And the third one was the amount of topics I can write about. And what I found is I have infinite amount of topics I can write in this particular niche.
And how does this site primarily make money?
From display advertising and from affiliate sales.
And why choose this business model? Why is it so appealing?
I think it becomes more and more popular nowadays. And despite all the competition, the quality of majority websites are really low. So if you are able to create high quality content and really willing to do so, you can do fairly well in Google nowadays. And the particular pet niche is evolving a lot. Since I started, a lot of affiliate programs were run. Back in the day, it was only Amazon associates and that's it. And now, there are a lot of new merchants running their own affiliate programs, which is really great.
Yeah, definitely. And where does the majority of your traffic come from?
From Google. The main traffic source is Google, and the country, 80% I think from traffic from Google is from US, then it's UK, Germany, Australia, and Canada,
What do you currently do in terms of marketing? Are you posting regular content? What kind of things are you doing?
For the last year or so, I barely posted any content. I think I posted 20 pieces of content, and that's it. I barely touch anything on the website nowadays. Only if I find some kind of mistake, maybe a faux link or YouTube video which is disappeared and I need to replace that with something else. Or from time to time I get emails from readers who suggest some kind of improvements for content, and like they found some inaccurate probably information, or they have some additional information I could add to make content better. And this is the adjustments I do. So yeah, pretty much it. Nowadays I may look into the site check, and that's pretty much it.
And can you describe sort of the amount of work that you put into the site and any other jobs that you have to do for the maintenance of it?
For the first 2.5 years, I believe that was my full-time job. I completely abandoned all of my other projects I had back in the day, and I focused on this one like 100% time. And what I was doing is like pretty much everything myself except writing. So I was researching the keywords, and I was hiring training writers, creating SOPs for content production and checking what writers are writing. So I was acting as editor, and I was the one who was publishing the content on the website as well. Link building is also done by me. So I tried a lot of different tactics with decent success. Some of them worked better, some worse. Yeah, the main tactic I think it was like guest posting. Some tweaks on like technical things on the website, like installing some plugins, making sure everything works smoothly, some tweaks to designs, maybe some CSS tweaks, just like minor things like that. Also, I was purchasing maybe some custom graphics for some of my posts, like not many. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and is there anything you learned from this business that you will apply to future sites or businesses?
For sure, I learned a lot. Like, first of all, I found out how exactly SEO works in terms of content, websites, and I definitely leveled up my SEO knowledge in this field and like the whole SEO knowledge. Also, how to produce content even like though I'm not native speaker. That was like the big struggling for me, and my English is also involved a lot since I started. Also, like hiring other people and managing them. I'm speaking mostly about the writers and how to produce the high quality content. Yeah, definitely these kind of things. Link building is certainly one of those skills as well. Yeah, I learned a lot in this field as well, and I can pretty much build links in any niche, I believe now. Yeah, that's it.
And why are you deciding to sell the business instead of keeping it and growing it?
I'm kind of person who being bored pretty quickly, and like doing this thing like for more than 3 years already. I don't count the last year because I barely touched the site for the last year. So being involved in something for 3 years, and yeah, pretty tired of doing these kind of things, like managing writers, producing the content. I don't see any challenges for myself anymore. And I found like I had a couple of ideas before which I wanted to put myself into. So I started another venture of mine like a couple of months from now before. And yeah, I want to focus on those things mostly. And I really have no time to grow this business anymore. And I think that would be the great time to exit and focus on something which I believe would be more profitable and enjoyable for me in the long term.
If you were to keep the business, what are some ways that you would try to grow it?
I think I would focus a lot on publishing more content, and I believe I could probably publish like 5 times more content in the next 1 or 2 years if I would like to. Link building is not the best thing to focus on right now because I think there is a plenty of room there. Like content would be the best thing to focus on. I would also focus on producing more like money content, like affiliate focused one, because I was never focusing much on this, and like 80% or maybe even 90% of content on my website is info-based, not selling anything. So yeah, that would be like, I believe, 2 best opportunities to grow.
And what do you think the biggest risks with this site that a buyer should be aware of?
As with any content and SEO-based website, I believe it's Google algorithm changes. Even though like this site is pretty protected with that, as far as I believe, because like we had a lot of core updates and different like minor updates during the past years and months, and site shown like it could survive pretty much any of those. And I also put a lot of efforts into trying to be that as white hat as possible. So I think it's fairly sustainable in this term, but as always, SEO and like Google updates is the highest risk, I believe.
Would you commit to a non-compete?
Sure.
And how much support are you offering to buyers? Is that Skype calls and emails?
I can offer either. Like email is preferred way. I can record some kind of Loom videos to explain some things. And I can offer like a couple of Skype calls if needed.
And are you open to negotiating something like an earn-out?
Yeah, we can talk about that.
And just some questions for our listeners now. What advice would you give to listeners that you wish you knew when you started this?
I think not focus too much on things which doesn't matter. The things like, I don't know, design tweaks maybe. Like focus mostly on producing as much content as possible and building as many links as possible as well right in the beginning. And those two things will like drive traffic in no time.
So that's some good advice. Was there any software or tools that really helped you at the start of running this business?
Ahrefs probably my like go-to tool. I do pretty much everything with this one, like content research, competitors research, and backlink strategies. Yeah,
that's something that we use a lot as well. And last question, putting yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why do you think that your business is worth buying?
As I said, I put a lot of efforts into that. I'm kind of person who is really perfectionist in most of the cases, and I think that's also like my strength and my weakness as well. Strength is because like every piece of content I was putting on the website in the given time, in that time when I was publishing that, was the best out there on the web at that point. So I was making sure it was the best source of advice for my readers. The same approach I was doing when I was building the backlinks. I was doing that in the best possible way, in the best like white hat way. And as I said, I was trying to create something really sustainable and long term and not worry about any algorithm updates and things like that. And it's weakness because I wasn't able to scale business well because like my requirements for writers for any staff I was hiring was really high. And yeah, it's hard to maintain people when your standards are much higher than anyone else.
Is there anything else that you'd like to share that I might have missed?
Maybe that this is the growing niche, especially in nowadays, and it proved its sustainability in current situation with coronavirus and this kind of things. So maybe it's a good time to buy it and invest your time into this.
Well, thank you for joining us, Oleg. I've really enjoyed learning about your business.
Thank you for having me.
All right, everyone, thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this listing has already been sold, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing number 46740. If you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. Once you've unlocked this listing, you'll be given everything you need to know about this business. I'll see you in the next episode.